all the candles I have made, that was the best smelling candle, hands down. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chica and I am the owner of Bio Dairy, where I make concrete homeware and soon to be adding some home fragrance products to my store, such as candles and room spray. And today we're going to be making a candle. I have heard a lot about coconut apricot wax and I wanted to try it. I got a sample that came in a box that I ordered from Maxi, and so I tried out their coconut. I think theirs is called coconut apricot like creme or crema or something like that. It smelled amazing. With all the candles I have made, that was the best smelling candle, hands down. So I was like, well, let me go figure out what this coconut apricot wax is. I know for my business, I just couldn't afford the Maxi price. I had to look at other suppliers. So I found Peach State Candle Supply Store and they sell the coconut apricot wax and it was at a reasonable price. So I bought it, as well as some other fragrances from their store. So I'm gonna be using the Scorched Oak and Sage. It smells amazing. It's a smoky fragrance. I love smoky fragrances. I love woody, smoky, musk type of fragrances. And trying to decide what kind of fragrances are best for my store, I'm leaning towards those type of scents. I'm going to be making a 5-ounce candle in one of my own concrete vessels. So let's get to making this candle so I don't hold up your time. Okay, I do want to commend their packaging. Like, everything was secure. Even the fragrance oils were so secure. There was no spillage. I have ordered from other suppliers where fragrance oils were spilling, the vessels were broken, the wax was spilling, and there was none of that in their packaging. Really great job. These are the fragrance oil that I ordered from Peach State. I'm going to put a list in the description box so that you know what I ordered if you want to try it yourself as well. They all smelled amazing, like every single one of them, except for like 3 that I wasn't a fan of. But I'm going to put the list in the description box. So the wax is a bit hard, but I think that's because when it was delivered right now at the moment, we have a winter freeze type of weather. It's really cold. We're like in the 10-20, so the wax was a bit hard to cut through, but it wasn't that bad. So I think that as time it might soften up a bit. I'm making a 5-ounce candle, so I'm measuring out 4.6 ounce, and then the fragrance oil will be 0.4 ounce at 9%. If that didn't make any sense to you, what it means is that to make a 5-ounce candle using 9% of fragrance oil, to do the calculation, I use Candle Pal, which tells me that I need to use 4.59 of wax and 0.41 of fragrance oil. So I just rounded those up and used that for my measurements. The total of those two numbers will make 5 ounces. I'm going to be using the Scorched Oak and Sage. I'm telling you, this fragrance smells so good. Like, it smells so good out of the bottle, and I'm hoping that when I burn this candle after the 2 weeks, it smells just as good. I am using the double boiler method and heating up my wax to 210. I recommend pouring the fragrance oil in the heat source and mixing in the heat source. I mixed for about 2 minutes, set my timer on my microwave, and mixed to make sure that the fragrance oil is completely saturated in the wax. By the time I'm done mixing, the temperature of the wax is between 160 and 170, and then I pour it. I am using a 0.03 wooden wick. Eventually, I will scale down to a 0.02 to test that out. Okay, so we're done making the candle. It smells amazing. My house smells amazing. I have to wait 14 days, which is kind of a bummer. Like, that's the only part of making candles that I don't like. I just want to burn it and figure out if it works. But I have to wait 2 weeks 14 days before I burn it, and then I'm gonna come back and make another video and give y'all my opinion on what happened. What was the cold throw? How was the hot throw? How did it compare to the Makesy's version of this type of wax? So if you've used coconut apricot wax before, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your tips and tricks are, what I should do differently, if you see anything wrong in the making process. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it worth the hype? Is it better than soy blends? Is it better than just coconut soy? Be sure to let me know in the comments, leave any suggestions, any tips. See you in the next video.